Hello, my name is Mark O'Rourke. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to interview me. I am currently attending Temple University and I'm 18 years old. My major is undeclared, however, I'm considering doing a business career in the future. At Temple University, I'm on the Temple swim team and I'm hoping to pursue leadership roles within the team as I progress through my college swimming career. On the swim team, I swim two events. I swim the IM and the freestyle. The IM consists of all four events, and the freestyle is typically an all-out sprint. I'm from York County, Pennsylvania, which is just below Lancaster if you don't know where that is. I attended Dallastown Area High School for all 4 years, and I swam two sports while I was there. I was on the swimming team and on the track team. On the swimming team, I did the 200-yard freestyle events and the 500-yard freestyle events. They were both considered very difficult, and I was glad I was able to do them. On the track team, I was just a pole vaulter. I was able to get a personal record of just over 12 feet, which is quite an accomplishment. I have a twin sister whose name is Lindsay, and she is currently attending Drexel University as a pre-med major. Along with Lindsay, I have two younger siblings named Douglas and Katie, who are twins as well and are freshmen at Dallastown Area High School. During summers, I usually worked one of two jobs. I was either a lifeguard or a construction worker. When I was lifeguarding, I learned to stay vigilant and always be aware of what is going on in my surroundings. As a construction worker, I learned how to work as part of a team and always put my best foot forward and to be safe. Both jobs I feel prepared me very well for my future, regardless of what I'm doing, because I now know how to participate well in a team and how to always stay vigilant and focused on the task at hand. A significant accomplishment of mine would probably be being made the team captain of my high school swimming team. This was significant to me because it was voted to me by the teammates who trusted me and who had faith that I would not lead them astray as their captain. I had multiple jobs as the captain. I had to talk to officials before meets about the rules that we were going to abide by. I also had to keep all the swimmers at the meets in line and in line at practice as well, which means keeping them focused and getting to their events on time. I also had to keep tensions from rising and getting too high during the swim season. The swim season lasted multiple months. During those months, every day we would have a practice for 1 hour before school and 3 hours after school, and then a 2-hour practice on Saturdays. This would get incredibly frustrating as the year went on and people got more and more tired. It was my job to keep people from getting too upset and struggling with swimming. Along with that, I had to help swimmers who were struggling to keep up with their studies. Swimmers who didn't keep up with their studies weren't allowed to swim in the meets. So a lot of swimmers would have to take time out of their days to study instead of going to practice. I noticed one swimmer who was skipping more practices so that he could study. One day, him and I sat down and we discussed what he could potentially do so that he could still attend practice. After our meeting, we had a good plan and I felt incredibly accomplished with what we had done. I've always tried to be a good role model for my teammates, and as their captain, I felt that I could have been a better role model. I was always helping them and striving to help them, but at the same time joking around and being a good leader. I thought it was an incredible learning experience for me. I learned how to be an exceptional leader for my teammates and how to lead them in the right direction at all times. Because of this, I feel I better prepared myself for the working field because I know how to lead effectively and not lead anyone astray. In class, I learned how to succeed in the business world. To succeed in the business world, you have to be up to date on everything that's going on around you. To do this, we use the Wall Street Journal to keep up to date on all the current events. One current event I recently saw that surprised me was the pay gap difference amongst entrepreneurs. The women still get paid less than the men, which is surprising to me considering that they own $100 companies. We also learned the skills it takes to be a leader. Leadership is a very difficult thing to accomplish. However, if you do it right, you are respected greatly for it. A good leader not only commands those underneath him, but he helps them as well. Another thing I learned in class is how to participate well in a team. Teamwork requires a lot of dedication. To do your part in a team, it's all about functioning and working together. The Tuckman's model is a great way to do this and has improved my team working abilities greatly. Teamwork is very important when it comes to construction. If the team doesn't work well, then the construction project doesn't get finished and we have to stay longer to complete it. This is very taxing and no one likes to do it, which is why everyone works hard to be an effective member of their team unit. When in a team, I've learned if you encounter a difficult teammate, it is best to only socialize with them when it pertains to the task at hand. One thing I learned is that communication is incredibly important when working in a team. I learned in the kitchen when I worked as a dishwasher that you had to communicate effectively with the kitchen staffs when you were behind them, otherwise you could get hurt incredibly bad. One time, I didn't announce myself when I was behind one of the cooks and he spilled boiling water all over me. From that day forth, I never didn't communicate with them again and I never got hurt again. When you're in a team, communication is everything. You have to make sure everyone knows exactly what you're doing, otherwise something might not get done.